Hi, everyone. It's the Tin Man here with an extra exciting announcement to start the show. Tabletop Gold is joining the Team Water campaign for all of August 2025. Team Water is a crowdfunding effort led by online creators to raise $40 million to bring clean water to 2 million people all around the world. Clean water access can be a hugely, almost uniquely impactful change in a person's life, not only for the health and well-being benefits that it can bring, but because it frees people up to take all the time they're spending securing clean water and put that time into education and work and everything else that goes into creating a better life. We are so excited to be joining in, and we want to ask you to take a moment right now to go to teamwater.org, make a donation, tag us on social when you do, and let us know so that we can boost your contribution and we can spread the word that the TTRPG community shows out when it comes to raising funds for a good cause. We will be back throughout the month, continuing to ask for your help, letting you know how the Tabletop Gold, how the Golden Horde is doing in raising funds for this awesome cause and this unique and incredible campaign. So go to teamwater.org, make a contribution, tell us about it on social. Thank you. And now, here's the show. In a quiet seaside town, an evil laid to rest centuries ago has risen. An abandoned fortress deep in the swamp holds a secret that could save the village or destroy it. Now, a band of adventurers sets out to dig up the wounds of the past and bring the light of day to the roots of ruin. This is Tabletop Gold.
Hello, everybody. It's that time again. It's games time, and I'm Lars. Welcome to the show. It's a podcast. We play Pathfinder, and you're going. Let's say hi to David.
Good that time, Lars. Lars, this might be, it's 200 and how many episodes? The first time you've ever just read the scripted text of the intro verbatim.
Yeah, I nailed
without...
it.
There it was.
Yeah.
I just assumed you never were going to at this point, but I'm following along on the prompter, and it's just bop, 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 bop.
Ever since I got on prompter, I feel like things have been slowly creeping in this direction where it's getting more and more polished, more and more professional, and this is the high point of that. Speaking of the high point, it's Robin Lange.
Hey, and our show is Tabletop Gold as well, for those listening.
Yeah, if you're listening and you want to know what show it is, Robin's got you covered.
Know what show you're on.
Armat Humphreys is here.
Hello, and I'm actually on Band of Gold right now, so
oh no,
shit.
Okay.
Band Gold time, friends.
Good Band Gold time.
Got to get on the Patreon to hear Armat's section.
Yeah,
And
I've gated
timelines are
all of my
branching.
own content tonight.
Oh, that's such a power move to be like, if you want to hear Armat, you have to get the premium feed. Oh, wow.
We're only putting 4 out of the 5 voice recordings in.
We'd lose some listeners, but we'd make some money. So
Would we? Also, hi, it's Zoe Chernicoff.
Good this time that we're having.
Good this time that we're having.
It is a good time.
Yeah. And you know what time it is? Zoe, I'm glad you brought that up. It is summertime when we're recording this. It's going to be summertime, I
And
think.
In
the
the Northern
living
Hemisphere.
is easy.
The living is easy.
I guess here's a good starter. Who's pro summer and who's anti summer?
I'll go first. I'm anti-summer. It's too hot, guys. It's
Yeah.
like you can't go outside because it's hot, and I don't like that. That's my
Okay.
take.
I've staked my claim. I'm pro. There's
Okay.
a lot of sun. You get to go to the beach. I'm into all that.
Yeah, I like beach. I like working in my garden when it's not muggy and filled with mosquitoes.
David, how do you feel about summer?
sump out, Lars.
Okay, good.
Some coward.
And Armet, aside from the fact that your wilderness catches fire, how do you feel about summer?
If we cut the wildfires out, I'm totally pro summer. I like the long days. A lot of light.
I mean, hey, if we went back 100 years, there were probably a lot fewer when the climate wasn't so effed.
So our collective verdict on summer is we like it if you get rid of all of its bad characteristics.
That seems to be
Yes.
true. Yeah.
Is there a word for that in like rhetoric or something?
It would be my favorite
If not for its most common and obvious attributes.
It feels like there's got to be a Greek word for that. For like an argument where you
or a
say
German
that
word.
you're for it if all of the stuff you would be against is not present, you know?
Okay.
I can't formulate this right. I also don't like that. Also don't like when it's hot. It's never been my thing.
Okay, well then what is your favorite part of summer? If we can discount all of the negative things that are maybe foregrounded more than most. We're recording this in early July, which I think is one of the more oppressive times of the year, at least around where I am. If you had a favorite thing about summer, what would it be? Can I answer? Can I give an answer for this question as you're considering your answers? I really like the summer blockbuster. I really like big movies. I like going to a crowded theater. I like seeing, like when they're good, it's like so much fun. Like I remember I went to see Fast 5 when that movie came out, which is like, that was like the May movie that like kicked off summer that year. And the audience in that theater was going crazy for that movie. And that feeling of seeing just like a big, loud movie with an audience that's loving it is I think of as a summer thing, and I love it.
All right. My favorite thing about summer is super easy to talk about, and that's fireflies, which I feel like are just the greatest.
Yes!
Like, what a great thing fireflies are. Like magic, we get these little lights. They bugs whose butts light up. I'm just in. 10 out of 10 stars, no notes.
And that is why I don't use most things that would keep away mosquitoes, because I want the fireflies.
My favorite thing about fireflies is that they're the easiest bug in the world to catch. They're both the most exciting bug to catch, and you can just hold your hand out and they land on your hand.
And just bloop.
And they just light up, and then you let them go and they keep going.
And they smell kind of funky.
Do they? I didn't know.
What kind of funky? Give me like 4 adjectives.
Okay.
Like
Punk funk?
it's a grassy funk.
A grassy funk.
Yeah.
That was
Only 2.
one adjective.
We're going to stop
Grassy,
this show.
funky,
Robin, you don't have to
poofy.
give her the number of adjectives that she says.
Please.
All right, you
for
give the
love
number of
God.
adjectives that you want and just maintain your boundaries.
What do you think, David?
Well, I Googled it.
You Googled what your favorite thing about the summer was?
I Googled best things about the summer, and I was
okay.
going to try to find one I
Because
agreed
you
with.
couldn't come up with something yourself.
Man. And Google's... Anyway.
Yeah, Google's not great these days,
ChatGPT
guys.
is
I don't know. I don't have anything to... I don't think we need to talk about
Okay,
that.
that's fine.
I think they're very good company. I guess one of the things on here is clothes. That
God,
seems
clothes
a little
go crazy in
broad.
the summer. Are you kidding me?
You really like wearing your crop top during the summer, don't you?
No comment. I guess it's a good time for cold treats. Word, your ice creams, your popsicles, your iced beverages. I love air conditioning, and it's pretty reliably around in the summer. So I'll also go with fireflies.
I love a cold beverage. I love that as well. I got a blueberry seltzer today that I've been enjoying during the hot times of the afternoon. Very, very
Right.
nice.
And
All day?
if it were
One
the dead of
seltzer?
winter, you might not appreciate it in the same way.
Agreed. I'd have to heat it up, have a hot seltzer.
Hot seltzer.
Mold seltzer.
Great.
Just dumping a bunch of seltzers into like a soup pot.
Yep. Heat
Like
it up.
adding
Little
spices.
cinnamon stick.
A clove,
mold 'em.
maybe.
Yeah, mold seltzer. Bunch of allspice, just letting it rip.
Yep. Can't be beat.
I love summer.
You know what I really like about summer, though, is it's not a specific like thing or event. All of my favorite memories of summer tend to be around a certain there's an energy that happens during them. This like freewheeling, everything, you can do whatever you want, everything's okay. Like you're just talking about that movie theater, Lars, and like people losing their minds. Like that only happens during the summer. Like I don't know what it is about the longer sun and the warmer weather, and we all just, like some people say lose our minds, but I feel like we just get to be more ourselves, so many people during the summer.
So Robin, this is very relatable. It feels very teenage too. Like, is this like, do you place yourself at 15, 16 years old in this, like when you're having this feeling? Are you like
happiest
in that
memories of summer? Exactly. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
all like teenage years.
Yeah,
Like a
Teenage years
bonfire
and
at
summer
the,
do
at the
blend
start of the
very well.
summer. A bonfire with
yeah.
a bunch of teenagers just getting stoned, and it's not weird that you're there because you're a teenager too. You know what I mean?
Unlike today, where I'm going to all these bonfires with all these teenagers, asking them for their
People
4
are so weirded
adjectives,
out.
and everyone's like, "Lady, 3 adjectives is plenty."
Hold firm. You can say another adjective when you think of one.
Armat, what's your favorite feature of the summer?
I also love the like my memories of being a teenager and then young adult, and like going up to summer parties in the city where they have rooftop parties on tops of buildings.
Oh, that's
and you
the
go
best.
up.
That's the
and
absolute
somebody brings
best.
up a little
Genuinely
coals
better than
and-
anything else you can do.
Totally. And like
One of my friends had like one of those kind of the things that look like a jungle gym, but it's like a geodesic dome kind of thing.
oh yeah.
That was just out
Yeah.
of like, and we had tents all draped around it and like hammocks draped on the inside.
Wow.
And we were in our late 20s,
God.
and it was like, this is all we need in life. And we just sit up there under the tents with some beer, looking over Brooklyn, and it was great.
Oh man. That sounds so lovely.
That sounds
This
amazing.
is all reacquainting me with my ongoing feeling that I don't like responsibility.
Yeah. It turns out
Yes.
everything good about
Okay,
summer is when
thank
you
you.
don't have to actually take care of stuff.
Pretty much it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That,
Responsibility blows.
Well, you know what else blows is this combat encounter where you're all about to die the first time I challenge your new characters.
Lars, can I
Yeah.
just say, sticking to the exact script
Yeah.
again, finally
Perfect segue
doing
there.
the speaking of what blows segue that we've had in the prompters.
We've been trying to do it for so long. No, this is going to be great.
Nimbly sidestepping it.
Finally figured out how to set him up.
Yes, but I think it is time now. Now that we've basked in this vernal glow, let's vernal go.
Know what I mean, Fernal?
You are mere yards away from the wizard's tower that you believe Zarmovdian relocated to after a falling out with the other 2 founders of the town of Otari. The clearing that holds the tower has a couple noteworthy peculiarities. Firstly, you've noticed that the wildlife living near it bears a strange pattern of mutations. Secondly, you've noticed a pair of chimeras nesting at the top of the tower. Oh, I suppose there's a third one. Those chimeras also seem to display similar mutations. One of them has an extra leg, and the other one is covered with myriad eyes. Oh, and a fourth peculiarity. These mutated chimera are attacking you ferociously.
Forgot about that part.
Peculiar.
Yeah.
Don't love it.
We're jumping into this combat encounter at a really like delicate time. The party is beat up, and both of these chimeras are still up. They're attacking you. You've invaded their territory. There's this mutation happening to them. That's a little strange, but they're just attacking you because you're getting into their space. One of these chimeras is injured, though, so if you can knock them down, the flow of the fight should turn in your direction pretty quickly, but we're not quite there yet. I want to talk about this from a game perspective. We're playing with new characters. We're jumping right in at level 7 because that's like what fit the story. It is tough. This is a difficult encounter as well. So I just kind of want to like lay that out there because I want to take the reality that's happening in the game of like learning these characters, figuring out teamwork, how to make them work together and all that stuff. And we're going to use that to tell the story of this newly assembled group, because this is one of the first things they've done together, learning how to get along and work together. So that's kind of going to be that's our the reality of us playing the game, and that's the narrative that we're going to be wrapping around this. I think there's one thing that is likely at the forefront of your characters' minds as we're sort of jumping into this. We have seen these chimera, both of them. The chimera, just to refresh your memory, is a creature with the wings of a dragon and the body of a lion and the heads of a goat, a lion, and a dragon, respectively. These are ferocious beasts. We've seen each of their different heads, the goat head, the lion head, and the dragon head, each do reactive strikes. So you've got to make sure right now at this delicate moment that you are they're protecting the vulnerable among you while also getting that injured chimera down as fast as possible. And that's the situation that we're in right now. So Radu is on the far side of this western chimera. This is the one with many, many eyes and the one that you have injured the most. This chimera right now, even though it has many eyes, it can't be flanked to get off guard. But this chimera is off guard from Vadim's critical strike. That's going to happen until Vadim's next turn. So Radu has a significant and rare offensive opportunity here, since you're not going to get this creature off guard many other ways. You can see Blando on the far side of this chimera. He's not wearing armor. He's very badly injured. He has a healing spell on tap, it seems, but if he tries to cast it within reach of the chimera, he's going to get hit and maybe get knocked out. But if you can kill this chimera before Blando tries to do that, you could maybe save his life. What is Radu going to do on his turn?
Radu is going to do 3 recall knowledges.
Cool.
I am in wolf stance already, correct?
Yes, you are. 1 recall knowledge for each head. That's a goat head you identify. That's a lion head, and that's a dragon head. Turnover.
And Blando dies.
Yep.
Okay, I am going to do wolf drag, I think, for my first strike. Right?
Yes.
Aiming for that crit, because wolf drag, when it crits, is incredibly powerful.
Yeah. And that's the
Drag that
fatal
wolf.
deal 12.
So I'm doing
Fatal
a wolf jaw
D12.
strike.
Yes. And it
And it
knocks the
gets a
target prone if it hits. So a hit is good too.
All right.
Because if
so
it's prone, it can't. Will it have that reaction still to Blando?
It
if
will,
Blando
yeah, but
casts
it'll
a
have
heal?
a minus to its attacks.
Okay.
That is a 34 to hit.
Whoa.
That 34 is 1 away from a crit.
Oh. Boo.
This is the worst thing about summer yet.
I can think of 4 adjectives for how I feel about this. No problem. All right. That is 18 points of damage.
Okay.
Wait a second. There is a hero point card.
Okay.
In New Orleans.
It might be too late for the trigger.
What's the trigger? I'll be nice.
The trigger is you roll a d20.
Okay. That happens a lot.
But
Okay,
I think
that did
I
happen.
think you're supposed to do it afterwards. I think you're supposed to do it before, not afterwards.
Okay.
It's the pun one, speaking of adjectives.
That would have been fun. I'm sorry I missed
No,
that.
no.
We'll get to
I
it.
was just looking over here too.
Okay, so this
All right.
this wolf drag strike connects for 18 points of damage and drags this large creature. It crashes down on the ground and is now prone. That's still great.
Still great.
Ah,
And I have 1 more action, right?
That's correct, yeah.
I'm then going to do Flurry of Blows, so I get 2 strikes?
Correct.
That feels
One's going to be
right.
at map 5, one's going to be at map 10.
Great. And I do that as a fist, yeah?
You do it as a wolf jaws strike.
Oh, I just keep wolf jaws.
You just keep
Man,
wolf
this bite
jaws
attack
in.
situation is great. All right, that's a 22, which I think is not going to hit.
That's not going to hit.
And how about an 11?
No.
All right. Well, big first move.
Okay. It is a big first move. Getting this creature off his feet could potentially be life-saving. It is now Vadim's turn. I am having trouble remembering if this creature is off guard to you until the beginning of your turn or the end of your turn, based on your critical strike from your sword.
Yeah, let's look at the sword critical
Until the start of your next turn. So this creature is now no longer off guard to you because of that, but it is prone to you, so it is still off guard. So that's fantastic.
Excellent. And the other thing I think I want to do here is this is the moment for a big hit. So Vadim is going to try and tumble through it in order to get panache.
You already have panache.
Wait, I already have
yes,
panache.
You do.
That's right. Okay, this is the one to try and do a confident finisher on then before I have any map. That's what he's going to do. 25.
That 25 hits just because Radu knocked this creature prone and because Blando is blessing you with this aura emanating off of him.
Amazing. That is 19 points of damage.
Okay, so this confident finisher, what does this look like as you lose your panache and unleash your strongest attack?
So I'm imagining Radu has just finished doing this flurry of blows at it, and as he starts to leap back, like perfectly in sync, as he moves backwards, Vadim is leaping forwards into a huge downward slash at the Chimera as it's kind of like rolling onto its back towards a vulnerable spot. And then I think he's going to try and do a dirty trick on it.
So I don't believe you can do that because dirty trick is an attack, and if you do a finisher, you can't do any more attacks.
Oh, is that the case? In
It
which
is the
case, that is cool to know. I didn't realize that, I think. I think instead, Vadim is going to lay hands on Martha.
Okay.
Great.
Because she is injured as well.
She's grateful.
Oh, my.
Oh, budding romance.
It's definitely the heat in summer here.
Thank you.
Definitely the wildfire behind you.
Okay, 24 points of healing for Martha.
Cool.
That's
Martha is feeling good.
good.
And you also, just to refresh your memory, you get a status bonus to AC for a round.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Hell yeah. And then with his last action, Vadim is going to use One for All on Radu. And I think he'll shout,
I'm sorry. I'm gonna react to strike you for using lay on hands, brother. Like, you better believe that's happening.
Oh, please and thank you.
Okay, please and thank you. Fantastic.
Yeah, I mean,
So polite.
Here comes
He's a gentleman.
The lions strike out at you. That is a 14 on the die and a 30 to hit, meaning that Vadim is going to take a total of 21 points of damage as he reaches out his hands to bless Martha with Pharasma's magic. 21 points of damage, and that's it for Vadim.
well, he does his
And One for All.
and One for All thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Where's that?
One for All, that means that you're going to be able to use diplomacy to give a aid to Radu on Radu's next turn. Great.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. It's the top of round 3, and the situation with Blando is still scary, and the situation with everybody else is also still scary. This Chimera that is face-to-face with Blando is dangerous, can knock him down relatively easily if it wants to, but it's also like almost dead. So Blando's stuck with a pretty difficult decision here. Are you going to try to heal yourself? Are you going to try to get away? Like, what do we think Blando's going to do here?
My feeling after last turn was that I sort of was like, I don't know what to do. I'll just do a little damage. And instead, I should have been healing everybody.
Healing everybody's going to be tough because these are not undead creatures, and if you heal everybody, you're going to heal them too.
Oh, cool.
It is
Man.
pretty cool.
This game is going.
That's great news.
No, I mean,
you
that
can
is
still use
cool.
the 2-action heal, just
Yeah.
not the 30-foot burst.
the
Like,
super awesome.
the amazing.
right.
one.
Hey, could heal yourself.
2-action one.
Yeah, heal thyself.
Exactly.
The 2-action one is like picking somebody and healing them,
For a lot.
Yeah.
but for a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they can be further away. Right. But now I'm kind of like, maybe I just need to kill this thing, you know?
That seems like a good idea.
Keep in mind that casting a spell usually has the manipulate
Yeah.
trait, which will provoke a attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I really.
Or
Yeah,
reactive strike. Sorry,
if I were as Trill, I would usually have her try and step away.
Oh, I could step first and
Yeah.
then
Step lets
do
you move
something,
5
just so I'm
feet
out of range.
without doing without getting
Remember,
a reaction.
are they large or massive?
They're
Lars?
large. They're large.
So you may need to step twice.
You haven't seen. I'll give you this for free. I kind of hinted at it last time. You haven't seen any reach from these creatures at all.
Oh, okay, that's good. Never mind.
So if I step here,
Okay, under the shade of the tree.
yes, which is where I like to be, and then I will do one of my pokey damage spells.
Wow. Okay,
We're gonna do Vitality Lash,
that only does damage to undead.
and so we'll do. I'm sorry, I feel I'm so poorly up on this. Do we
Dude,
do
coming in
that?
on a
Dude.
caster,
Dude,
and coming in on a caster for the first time is hard.
coming in for a
Yeah.
cast for the
I
first time
agree.
on goddamn microphone in a combat encounter with 3 reactive strikes, like people. If anybody's like irritated about this, you gotta chill the hell out, okay? Like we're playing a game here, everybody. Okay.
Could all of you just comment on all of the difficulties I have in my life? Because you're
Very
really
helpful.
spinning a very generous yarn here, and I appreciate it. It's the kind of self-talk I need a little bit more of. I'm going to spend 2 actions on Divine Lance. I'm going to do fucking 4 damage.
So here's
to
the
this
thing.
Thing.
It's
What
like
is the point?
It's like damage is not the thing that you are best at.
No.
So like in my opinion, when you're playing
so
a
I
class
should
like
heal
a
a couple
cleric,
of these
you
people.
you do damage when it matters. So if you think it matters now's the time. Like otherwise, you probably want to like shore up the party and help let other people do that damage. Is my opinion.
Right.
Yeah, heal yourself. Maybe.
I can heal myself. That's
Yes, please.
allowed.
Please do that.
This
Yeah.
is a good plan.
Okay. All right.
Everyone supports.
This is definitely
This
the
is-
way.
this is
You are
great.
you are the worst person who could go down right now.
Yeah, because I am the one who heals everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, think about like any JRPG when the healer goes down first and how screwed you are for the rest of the combat encounter in whatever game you're playing.
yeah. Okay. Well then, what we'll do here is I'll heal myself.
Great. A nice little 2-action heal.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one.
All right. And it looks as though that's so much healing. That can't be right.
No, that's correct. It's exactly correct. How much healing did you just do?
You're a level 7 cleric.
This is what you're good
I
at.
heal myself for 51 points of damage?
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. So, David, that's the distinction I'm trying to make, right? Like, the damage that you have is situational. Compared to, like, Mag's damage is, like, the situation is always correct for Mag to do damage. The situation is only...
in our regular game, the most healing we ever get is like 16 or something.
We don't have
because
a
you don't
cleric.
have a cleric.
Yeah.
This is...
It's just me applying gauze to people.
Why don't we have a
Trill occasionally
cleric?
doing sweeps.
I don't know, man.
We should get a cleric.
Yeah, you totally should.
Yeah.
They're great.
So this has just been like everybody's just known this the whole
Yeah,
time.
for sure. For
But
sure.
like you could also just have someone who just like jets 50 points of healing back at people
Yeah.
like whenever.
Yeah, totally. But then you'd be missing out on something else, right? It's all a balance. It's all, that's the part of the game is who do you bring into the fight? Who do you bring with you?
Well, I have a strong cleric when you can have a weak eldritch trickster rogue.
No,
Listen.
David, how do you feel about the game right now? Because I
I feel
honestly
f-
can't tell.
Yeah, it's
I feel fine
we're
about-
on the razor's edge.
I feel fine about the game. I'm like, what the fuck have we been doing this whole time?
We've been scrappy. That's what we've been.
It's true.
Damn
Honest
right.
to God.
This is
an
a perfect opportunity for me to bring this up. I was going to bring this up on the gold mine, and we're going to get through this combat encounter. Don't worry, everybody. There was a thread on the Pathfinder 2nd Edition subreddit recently that was like, can you describe for me the worst possible 4-player team, like 4-character team to bring into an adventure path? And somebody responded, I really like the show, but the team at the beginning of Tabletop Gold might be the single worst team like
So
imaginable.
good. So good.
Oh my god.
I mean, yeah.
It was so funny to me when I
Sorcerer
saw
Barbarian Bard is, yeah.
And that commenter was me
It was
as
David.
soon as we were done recording.
It was 2 years ago, so
Yeah.
he forgot he did it.
that. Yeah.
David
Wow.
learned time travel just to troll ourselves.
Because if you could just a turn goes by and you just give someone 50 H, I mean, you'd never go down. You just keep. All right. Well, that's
and
my
it's
turn.
even worse than that, David, because like they're specialists in killing undead, and that's all that you do in the Abomination vaults.
Yeah, we really. I almost. So when we did our test session,
Nope.
I built a cleric, remember? I really almost stayed with that cleric. And instead I built Trill. And I'm not mad about it. But it would have been a very different show if I had stayed with that cleric.
Okay, we have to move on. It's time. But David,
I'm also not mad about it.
for healing Blando Thrush, which was the most important thing that needed to happen, we're gonna throw a little something called a hero point at you.
So wait, you spend 2 actions and you get 50 hit points and a hero point?
That's right, every single time.
I'm playing clerics from now on, y'all.
Okay. It is now, we're still in round 3. It is now the turn of the Chimera that was knocked over just a few seconds ago by Radu Drekescu. This Chimera is writhing around on the ground, all 3 of its heads sort of howling in anger as it's struggling to get back up to its feet. So the first thing it's going to do is stand up. Nobody has reactive strike, right? No. Okay.
No.
So then this Chimera starts going nuts, and all 3 of its heads start snapping around at everybody that it can reach. First off, it's towards Radu. It is a strike with the goat horns. The goat head leans forward, lashes out at Radu, and throws out a 23 to hit.
But that won't hit.
Okay, and I believe that just misses because it's enfeebled due to Vadim's Glimpse of Redemption, so that continues to be a broken skill. And then next up, the dragon head strikes out at Vadim. That's going to miss too. That's an 18 to hit.
That is a miss.
Okay. So then the other Chimera, which is standing right next to Martha, and this protector tree that she just summoned a few seconds ago. That dragon has a slightly harder question to answer, and it's going to act somewhat evasively. First, it's going to reach out with its dragon head and chomp out at Martha with a jaws strike. That is a 35 to hit.
Okay, so something happens.
Yes.
Because of my protector tree.
Yes. That we'll deal with that at damage time. I just need to know if I hit you.
Yes. That hits me.
That would have been a critical hit again if not for Vadim and his lay on hands. Vadim is
lay on hands made a big
so
difference
useful to have around, by the way.
Thanks, Vadim.
It's so nice
okay,
to
so
play him
that
again,
hits but
I
doesn't
have to
crit.
say.
I'm going to roll damage now as these jaws bite into you. This is 2d6 piercing damage. Those are 1s on both of those. And then force damage as well as this dragon's force energy rips through you. That's a total of 21 points of damage. And now what happens, Robin?
Okay, so she's standing right next to her protector tree.
Yes.
So it's got an armor class of 10 and 10 hit points. Whenever an ally adjacent to the tree is hit by a strike, the tree interposes its branches and takes the damage first. Any additional damage beyond what it takes to reduce the tree's 0 hit points is dealt to the original target. So Martha's going to take 11 points of damage, and that tree's going to crumble, it sounds like.
This tree has 40 hit points because this is
Wait, it's got
heightened.
40 hit points?
Yes.
Oh, so Martha takes no damage, and it just takes 21
Yes.
points of damage.
So now we are discovering that Martha is a tank. Martha is a defensive character, right? Martha takes hits.
Hell
That's
yes.
what Martha does.
Martha, my girl.
In addition to this tree, Martha has this like wood armor that she can put on at any moment. So Martha, you have a tank with you in this party, is what we're learning as this party starts feeling each other out and coming up with the way that they can win encounters like this.
Yeah.
Okay, the chimera, this chimera with 5 legs reaches out with its lion jaws and strikes out at Martha again. That's a 14 on the die. That is a 29 to hit.
And that still goes to the Timber Sentinel first, right?
First.
29 does hit.
Okay, so that's 18 more points of damage to the Timber Sentinel.
Yeah.
So that is going to be
standing.
This tree that Martha generated is now down to, let's count them, 1 hit point, but Martha has taken no damage whatsoever.
Can I ask
For her.
a crazy question?
Please.
Can Blando heal the tree?
There's probably
It's
a
fine.
thing that says that you can't do that, but we'll figure that out some other time.
Honestly, there's something Martha's is going to be going soon, and she's got a better way to handle that.
Fair enough.
Don't worry. I've got a plan.
It's also like, this doesn't cost a resource for Martha to use.
Yeah, like I can cast I send out the tree, and that's like, it's like just so good.
She can just keep doing it.
Yeah.
So.
That's wild.
Pretty cool.
Okay.
So
I've got one more action from this chimera, and that chimera doesn't like being. What that chimera is going to do is actually reach out towards the tree and attack it to rip it off out of its roots, right? So the goat horns it turns around, growls at the tree, and strikes out with its goat horns. That's an 18 to hit, and that's going to destroy the tree.
farewell, my friend. Thank you for your service.
And it is now Martha's turn. Martha, at the end of this chimera's turn, I'm taking persistent damage because you hit me with some splinters last turn.
Yeah.
I'm going to take 4 points of damage, and I roll to see if I still take that persistent damage. I save out of the persistent damage with a 20 on the die. Martha is seeing this many-eyed chimera about 10 feet away from her. It's very, very badly injured, and there's another chimera sort of snarling at her feet. What is Martha going to do?
She needs to channel the elements to be able to do anything again. And it looks like it doesn't have a manipulate trait, I don't think.
I don't see it either.
So
That's not going to provoke.
Great. That's exciting.
It is.
So her kinetic aura is active now, and she has 2 actions. And when she does that,
Yes.
she's going to, for that free action, activate her Ravel of Thorn stance.
Okay.
So that means there's hazardous terrain around her.
Yes.
For everyone except her allies.
Pointy vines burst out of the ground.
I could smash that guy up with an elemental blast, or I could put out another Timber Sentinel. I feel like Timber Sentinel's helpful if I put it in a better place.
I think there are no wrong answers. I think whatever you do is going to be good.
Okay. I'm going to do Timber Sentinel mainly to try and save Blando and Radu, because they're both getting hit around a bit. And because she casts that, she also has her Wood Impulse Junction effect, so she gains more temporary hit points.
Okay, so Martha is essentially just setting the stage for other people to get to finish this fight. She makes the ground impassable for these chimera to walk across, and she sets up a tree to shield Radu and Blando just a short distance away from her. And
then if it gets back to her, she will F these guys up.
And she is holding her ground next to this chimera, waiting for an opportunity to strike. Speaking of an opportunity to strike, it is Radu's turn. What is Radu going to do?
Radu is just going to keep on keeping on, and we're going to flurry of blows it to start.
Okay.
On the first one, Vadim is going to use his One for All to aid you.
Great.
So here is that diplomacy check.
So this is a shout of encouragement from Vadim.
Oh, I'm going to use a hero point.
What did you roll, Armat?
I rolled a 1 on the die.
That's a terrible roll. Why would you do that?
Right. He's like, Radu,
team shouts,
your
"Radu, you
form
mean
looks
nothing."
sloppy and it's kind of messy. Honestly, you could do a lot better. So
He's actually sneezing, but that's what it sounds like.
the new roll, well, it's a 20. It's a
20 is a success. The DC is 15.
Success.
Yeah.
Yeah. +1. this roll.
All right.
And I get panache.
That's a 33 plus a 1 is a 34, which if I'm remembering is just quite not a critical hit.
And also this chimera is no longer off guard to you, so it is more not a critical hit. This is just a hit.
That's 15 points of damage. Strike 2 for my flurry of blows. That's a 15. Probably not going to do it.
That's not going to do it.
Not going to do it. Gosh, I don't have a lot interesting I can do, so maybe I'll take one last. I have 2 more actions, right?
Yes, that's right. Yeah, totally.
Well, let's do a map -8 and see what happens.
Okay.
How about a 13?
That still misses. Radu is off balance. The words of encouragement from
Vadim
Vadim
has wounded him.
Yes.
And
Truly
then
cutting.
he's gonna do a cooking lore check
Okay.
to see how delicious these
That would be
chimera
really,
would be.
really good. The thing is, you can
if
make
we
a
ate
whole
them.
stir fry with just this one chimera. You have 4 different kinds
What's
of
a-
meat.
Right, it's a bunch of flavors.
Absolutely, it is.
Throw in
Butcher's
some of the-
dream.
Wood and vines floating
It's like-
around
It's like
Martha.
when you get the
Yes.
thing on the delivery and you can pick the protein, but you just pick the protein option that's like all of them.
Exactly.
You know, it's like combination or whatever.
Yes. It's
and then
it's
assuming-
yeah.
That was
Couple
a
extra
flavor
dollars.
recall knowledge. Can he assist someone? Martha, I guess, who's probably likely to go next.
Vadim goes next, and
Vadim.
you can for sure set up to aid Vadim with an attack roll. No problem.
Okay, we'll do that.
I'm going to let you know, because you did both of your flurry of blows against this one chimera, they have to make a fortitude save against your class DC to not get stunned. I think that they succeed on that. They roll a 32, which I'm sure beats that, so that wound up not mattering. But anyway, that mattered.
Thanks for dangling that in front of me and then
Okay.
taking it away.
Very good. It's Vadim's turn. Radu is standing by with a possible strike to give Vadim the edge here on this attack. What is Vadim going to do?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's just going to launch into a confident finisher because he'll get at least a little damage on the thing if not. So here we
Okay.
go.
Even if he misses, confident finisher does a little bit of damage.
Oh, that is a 4 on the die. I'm going to use another one of his hero points
Okay.
here.
All right.
Oh, ho, ho.
Yeah, thank God I have these. That is a 31 to hit. Plus
14 is better than 4.
Can I get that attack
whatever-
roll from Radu, please, to assist to aid
Yes.
Vadim?
25.
That's a critical success on the aid, so we're looking at a +2 to Vadim's attack. That makes it a 33 to hit. That's still a hit. Go ahead and roll
All
damage,
right.
please.
Go. 23 points of damage.
Yes, 23 points of damage is definitely enough to send this chimera crashing down to the ground. And this is the turning point in the fight that the party needed was to get this chimera down. So the other chimera starts looking a little bit anxious as it realizes that its partner has been cut down, and it starts looking for the exit and sort of howling aggressively at you. It is still Vadim's turn. Vadim has 2 more actions.
So Vadim is going to use his next action after cutting down the chimera to just turn tail and immediately start running around towards the other chimera so that he can then move into flank with Martha. I'm assuming that triggers a reactive strike.
It does
as he
trigger a
moves
reactive
through.
strike. As Vadim starts running past this chimera, it snaps out with its dragon jaws. That's going to be a pretty good hit. That is 30 to hit.
Yep, that'll definitely do her.
So as Vadim moves into flank with Martha, we're looking at a total of 22 points of damage, a combination of piercing and force damage, as the magic on these dragon teeth puncture Vadim's arm. And Vadim has 1 more action.
And with his last action, he's going to raise his Aldori Dueling Sword Vigilance into a defensive posture and parry.
Okay. It is now Blando's turn at the top of round 4. What is Blando going to do as he has been healed? One of the chimera that was threatening him falls over, and he's like now in a more comfortable position, about 15 feet back from this other chimera. What do you think is going to happen here, David?
I'm going to heal Vadim now.
Yeah.
Now that you know what you can do.
Thank you.
Why wouldn't I?
Yeah, Vadim is exactly 30 feet away from you, which is the range of a 2-action heal, so that's perfect.
It sure is. Cast.
Cast. David turning into an anime character, shouting out the various things that he does, but in the most generic possible terms.
Roll healing.
Cast, healing, attack, spell, item. How much healing did you just do, David?
57 points.
Holy shit!
David's found his calling. He's
This
a
is
healer.
a level 7. So if we had one of these in the game right now, it would just be tossing
I'm
off
right
like
here. I can hear
90 points at a time.
Oh, it's almost like having a character that does divine shit would have been good in a game against the undead.
It's just nobody wants to do it. That's the problem, is that people are like, could I
would
heal?
have done it
or-
if I realized a difference.
I guess that's true. Okay, you're right.
Nobody wants to do this?
Kind of. People definitely complain about like all I do is heal, you know?
Oh,
Yo,
I like playing clerics.
The spell sheet for this character that we cooked up in like an afternoon is so dope, though. I'm not going to get to use any of this in this because the side quest is too short.
Well,
right?
I mean,
Or
you know.
I guess I don't know that. I'm saying that like I know. I have no idea. I'm just assuming there isn't going to be a use case for a fucking magical horse.
Not with that attitude.
Never say never when it comes to magical horses.
I mean, I was thinking of it because I have an
Never.
extra action now and not much that I can do with it. I'm not close enough to touch anybody. All of my spells are 2 action. I was like, should I just like conjure a horse because I'm
You can also
bored?
support.
all horses are magical.
Yeah, you could do an aid with a spell attack roll if you wanted to assist your friends.
I think what I should do is heighten the bless, right? Or is that? Let me see if there's a spot I could move that would get everybody back in range.
Sustaining bless is always a good call.
It's also, Radu's going to move closer to the chimera anyway.
What does that increase it to? 20, 25,
And
or 30?
sustain is
Goes
just
like
one
that.
action, right?
Ooh.
Yeah. Sustain is just one action.
Okay. There we go.
Goes to 25 feet.
Beautiful.
Which is not quite close enough.
It gets
to
everybody.
Get
Yeah.
It does? Okay. All right. That's what we're doing. We're
Hell yeah.
sustaining. We're just gonna expand out the bless. That's incredibly useful. That's so useful. This is wild. Instead of like swinging with map 10 or whatever, which is what I always end up doing. It's like, oh, I could fail a demoralize, or I could just like maybe I'll get a 20. Okay. I do that. That's my turn.
Great. So some much needed healing and the blessing aura of Blando Thrush expands dramatically as waves of blessing divine magic wash over you. At this point, this chimera is going to take off to start flying away. Right? The chimera sees that it is in a losing situation. It sees that the other chimera that it's with has fallen. And it takes to the skies, flying 40 feet straight up in the air, and then 40 feet straight up in the air again, and then it takes off into the forest, flapping away from you.
It didn't like how powerful Blando was.
Yeah.
It yelled, "Yikes, I gotta get out of here!"
Every time I think I might have chomped into one of these guys, all of a sudden they're fully back on their feet again, just like that.
The healing power of this party is incredible.
Yeah. They really figured
guess-
out how to work together as a team while killing my friend.
Right. So do people just not like playing team sports? I guess people who play this game probably don't. Or some proportion of them, right? They just want to like do their own fun thing.
We're breaking
Wow,
into.
we're going deep.
We're getting into all of the like holstered topics that I have like ready.
Okay,
to talk
no.
about.
We'll talk about it on the we'll talk about it on the other show.
No, but I do.
Patreon content, my friend.
I do think
I'd be happy to join you for this conversation because
Okay.
I'm flabbergasted.
Okay, good. Great. So this chimera screeches whoosh, whoosh, flaps into the air and takes off, whoosh, flying away, receding into the distance above the treetops. These trees that are all around you are incredibly high, and it's able to get away from you and get out of your field of vision, like very, very quickly. So, the party isn't even really all that injured right now because of all this like healing that you have on tap. Maybe there's a little bit of investigation, though. Maybe there's some other things you want to do here. What happens as the sound of combat here in this forest clearing dies down?
I think Vadim would be...
Radu screams.
Radu's what?
Radu screams. Super delayed.
That was great. It was from the diaphragm, which really is where power comes from.
Maybe I'll do a quick treat wounds on Radu to help with the wounds and also with the panic.
Okay, so Blando sets about treating the wounds of the group and does an enormous amount of healing. How much healing are we talking about?
Well, I rolled a 37 on the check, and then it's 25 points of healing.
I was ready to offer a dash of herbs, but not needed.
I'm going to say that's because David, you targeted the lowest possible like healing DC. If you had scaled that up, which I think you would have that's what Blando would have done in that situation. He would have probably tried to heal more. That's going to be enough to heal everybody to full in about 10 minutes.
Okay. Yeah.
Great. So 10 minutes later, after like a peaceful break here in this clearing, it's getting to be probably about 9:30 in the morning, and the party is all the way healed up. The tower that you believe belongs, who's to say, to the wizards Armavdian looms in front of you. It reaches high up into the sky. It is a narrow structure, roughly about 30 feet across, and it just goes up and 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 up into the sky. What are we going to do?
Can Martha actually just investigate the chimera that's on the ground?
Absolutely.
See if there's any knowledge there.
Well, Martha's doing that. Radu begins cooking it, having earlier learned that it makes a delicious stew.
Yes.
That looks delicious, Radu.
It's an all-in-one.
Just make sure you don't nick the spleen. That will just ruin the flavor.
It's like when you don't have to pick one protein. You can just get the combo.
Happy family.
So as
Lars trying to drive the story forward, but we just won't let him.
Where are we going?
As Martha,
can I offer you a nature check, sir?
A nature check, an occultism check, an arcana check. I'll take all of the above, please. But as Martha approaches this chimera to try to investigate what's going on with it, here's what I'll tell you. You know that this is a natural beast. You know this is a creature that exists out in the world. It's fiercely territorial. It's very, very dangerous. But you also see that on the body of this chimera, there are small eyes. And because it's a chimera, its eyes, it's like dragon eyes, those weird goat eyes with like kidney bean shaped pupils, and lion eyes just dotted all around this creature's body. Like something has changed it.
Weird.
Martha, with this nature check, trying to get a sense of what it is that's happened to this creature, reaches the conclusion that it's like exposure to raw magical energy, as though like magic is leaking out of the top of this tower where the chimera nests. Martha is familiar with the idea of in certain environments, magic energy just burning things apart, mutating them, changing them. It's not something she's familiar with in this setting. So it is strange, it is unusual, and it is unlikely, but there's no other conclusion that Martha can come to here.
Well, either I rolled a 1 Or that's pretty clear, because Martha has, actually, for once, we have a character with good nature. So what do you think? Do we go in?
I think we go in, right?
I think we go in. Briefly before we go in, I want to confirm how I'm reading the rules as written on the locate spell.
Sure.
I think that Blando would not be familiar enough with Zarmavdian to cast locate on Zarmavdian and, for example, confirm that Zarmavdian is in this tower or be able to pinpoint where within the tower Zarmavdian is if Zarmavdian's in there, because they have not met before. So knowing Zarmavdian's name, maybe a description of it, I don't imagine I would have seen an image of Zarmavdian. So is the level of familiarity that I have from Vadim's sort of description of this personage enough to cast locate, or does it fall short?
From my memory of locate, though, it can only be an object.
So
you can heighten it.
That's true. It can get heightened.
I did not have that level of locate from the Lange Ruby.
You learn to
but
target.
You must have met or seen up close the creature or ancestry you
right.
want to
Heighten
target.
says you can target a specific creature or ancestry instead of an object, but you must have met or seen up close the creature or ancestry you want to target. So I think that means that this is out, but it's a
I think
GM
it
question.
means you could target a human. Because if Zarmavdian was a human, you'd be able to. I mean, it also.
But then isn't it just going to point at all of the humans here?
Yeah, that's true.
We've got a very
Solid point.
human-y. We have a very human-y party.
Blast.
Is that? I would let you use this spell to be like, okay, aside from the 5 people here right now.
Right.
I just think that's ridiculous.
I find the nearest old growth tree. I sit cross-legged under it. I take 10 minutes. I think about it, and Erastil taps me on the shoulder and says, "There are some people right over there."
Yeah. Thank you so much, Erastil.
Yeah. Not sure why you asked.
So,
but, yep.
I'm going to give you 2 answers to this question. One, do you know Zarmavdian well enough to do this? I think that the story that we've been telling about Blando is that Blando isn't even sure that Zarmavdian is a person that exists, has ever existed, et cetera, right? Like you've been given basically 0 evidence and 0 information aside from this guy that you used to know being like, I had a nightmare telling me that this is an important tower for me to get to because I'm being cursed by, you know what I mean? Like, the narrative that Blando has so far doesn't seem like it's particularly convincing. So you definitely don't have a clear sense of Zarmavdian as a person to fulfill the requirements of locate. If you want to say like where is a human, we can do that. But you know that's there's a limited amount of value that you're going to get out of that. But if you wanna do that, let's do it.
Yeah, sure. this is also David just being like, I got all these toys to play with.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to mount up on my magic horse to do this spell, but I'll hold off. So yeah, let's take 10 minutes and see if Blando can identify whether or not there is any humans in this tower, and if so, where in the tower they are.
Yeah. Trying to figure out the range. The range is 500 feet. Is there so?
Is the tower shorter than that?
The tower seems to be shorter than that, but
okay.
Blando maybe knows enough about wizards' towers to not have a strong sense of, or to understand that there's potentially trickery abounding here. So Blando sits down, takes 10 minutes to cast the locate spell, and the divine energy of Erastil fills him with confidence that there are no living humans anywhere within 500 feet of you.
Living.
Well, so I have one thing I can do to look for people. Rastel says no. Well, he says no living people. Is it possible that this wizard we're after could be undead or sitting somewhere in between the planes?
I think when it comes to wizards, nothing is off the table.
Well, I didn't think there was anything, Vadim, that could make you more motivated to find this guy, but if he's also stealing a soul from Pharasma, that's got to do it.
It does the trick, that's for sure. Well,
where's the door?
Here, I've got it. And he opens the door.
I'll hold it, says Frodo.
I think as the people file in, though, Vadim grabs the back of Radu's arm, just gently, not hard. Just says, look, I've noticed the screaming. When there's a good moment, let's talk. I can't imagine what you went through being here in the Gravelands and seeing the fall. I just want you to know I'm here for you.
Yeah, totally, says Radu, feeling sort of awkward and maybe like a little stung by the earlier. But, he'll bounce back.
Hey, he hero pointed that.
That's true. Right. He was slightly less insulting than
That never happened.
he might have been.
Only by 2 points. It went from a 1 to a 3. So
It's okay. I know I've got big shoes to fill, and I'm always here to help.
You've got no shoes to fill. I just want you to know I'm here. I'm just glad to be back.
Radu's eyes sort of get saucer big, and he nods slowly at Vadim, and he says, I'm glad you're back too. I think we can do this. I think we can do anything.
Not a doubt in my mind. Hey, get in there.
Radu goes gladly marching in the door to whatever horror awaits them.
Now that's an infantryman for you. And Vadim comes in.
Right, he salutes on his way
exactly, do the parade walk or whatever. Yeah.
in. Right, he's humming under his breath a little.
Vadim will exchange a look with Blando and be like, everybody except the medic corps are fucking crazy.
Oh, this tower's dark and wet.
And Martha just kind of tries to gracefully get in front of everyone to be the tank that she is.
Right, actual tank.
So Martha, as she interposes herself between Vadim and the door, finds that this door swings pretty much freely. Like it nearly falls off these ancient hinges that have nearly rusted all the way through. The dirt from outside the tower and the grass from outside the tower continues past the door into the tower itself.
Oh.
I wonder if this is haunted by Hertold's ghost, just like his house was haunted by his wife.
Remember, there's also that other kind of side quest,
Right,
task.
we gotta return the guy who went out for cigarettes and,
And Milk never came home.
And, he'll be back at some point, right?
Oh.
So you're going to see on this art that I'm showing you right now that this map that I found for this, it's showing like a composed looking garden. There are walls, there are plants within walls. It's very composed. That's not what this is, okay? Like, please scrub that vision from your mind. The ground floor of this tower has been overtaken by the wildlife from the clearing. Tall grasses and wildflowers proliferate across the range of this 30-foot circular floor as the seeds and the light from the loose door and a handful of missing bricks around the perimeter of this tower let just enough in for life to flourish throughout. There's a door on the opposite side of the open circular room. That door is closed, in better shape than the door that you just came through, for not being so exposed to the elements. In front of that door, though, on the northern side of the room, you can see that the plant life has become eccentric and strange. You see flowers of bright blue and deep purple and like a eye-searing neon green jutting out from these overgrown grasses. What do you do?
I think Vadim would look to Martha and be like, "Are you familiar with any of these species?"
Yeah, I think Martha would do a nature check
Okay,
to see what she can tell of what we're seeing in front of her.
sure. Okay, so I got a nature check from Martha and a nature check from Blando. Martha looks around the room and doesn't sense anything of particular like importance. These are the sorts of natural plants that would grow around here in this room. Blando, though, as he gazes into the room, sees at the northern edge where these flowers are where the colors become more eccentric and strange. From where you're standing, you don't have a great look at them. But Blando is immediately able to sense, based on his experience of the natural world, that there are mutations among the flowers here as well. That perhaps these flowers and these grasses and so on have been mutated in a way similar to the birds that you saw outside, to the chimera that attacked you just now. So Blando sees some continuity in the concept there.
Whatever's corrupting things on the outside is corrupting them in here too. Maybe the whole area. Was it possible for Blando to learn more about what kind of whether? I guess I want to know whether this tower is the source of the corruption, or anything else about it other than like it's magical and it's giving things extra limbs.
Yeah, the thing that you're getting is that the plants near you right now on the southern side of this room look normal, look like you would expect. There's continuity with the plant life that you just saw, but once you get to the northern edge, there's more than that. So there's something going on. It's not just like this tower is filled with magic. It's that there's something happening in the north, towards the northern wall of this tower.
All right, I'm gonna walk over there and get a little bit of a closer feel for it.
Okay, I'm calling that Blando is searching.
Yeah.
Blando looking around the flowers at the northern part of the room doesn't see much of anything that strikes him as like noteworthy beyond just a panoply of mutation and wild growth.
Okay.
I think Vadim would go over with him.
Okay. Vadim reaches the same conclusions.
This looks totally standard to me.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying it looks totally standard. It's just you're looking for danger. You're examining these plants, and you don't see anything dangerous here.
Cool. Yeah, no, I was just being silly.
Yeah.
Listen,
Can you cook
the
them?
integrity of this is very important to me.
I believe it. Yeah, no, of course.
Do we get any sense of a way up? Or like,
I'm
what
sorry,
happened?
yes, there is a door.
I look up.
Okay. There is a door on the northern side of this room that looks like it could lead into stairs.
Okay.
Well, shall we open the door?
This time Blando steps aside for Martha to go first.
As Vadim reaches towards the door, you jostle a collection of cat's tails. Like, you know, the cattails, like the reeds, right?
Yeah.
And as these cattails move from Vadim's hand, bumping into them, they explode, and hallucinogenic powder fills the air. And I need everybody to please make a will save.
Will?
Dang.
Oh, boy.
As you feel your mind being impeded by this burst of natural powder. So, what this means? How did Blando do on this check?
Blando had a very strong roll. It's a 31 total.
Okay, 31 passes. How did Vadim do?
Vadim did okay. He got a 24.
Okay, that's a success. How did Radu do?
28 for Radu.
That's a success. How did Martha do?
Martha rolled poorly. Well, I rolled poorly, so I'm going to use a hero point to re-roll.
Okay.
Because that was only a 19. And that feels bad. And now it's a 20.
Okay. Martha.
You did improve.
Martha finds herself
Make her
confused.
confused. No! Why does Tank always get confused?
So
It's all right. We got plenty of healing.
I'm gonna roll some d4s. I rolled
As long
a
as she doesn't try and hit Blando.
I rolled a
I'll heal
1.
myself.
The one that I just rolled means that Martha targets Blando.
All right.
So this is Martha now. This powder gets into her nose, into her brain, and she strikes out at Blando with a melee strike.
Okay. Thankfully, she doesn't have her channel ambulance. She's unarmed because she doesn't have her striking mace in her hand.
Great. So all of you just get blasted in the face with this powder. It goes into your nose. You're like, oh, no. And then suddenly Martha is just like, bam, clocks Blando in the back of the head.
So that's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. I don't even have armor.
And that's 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Ah.
And then
She's not designed for unarmed strikes.
and then she's convinced that
Wait, why wasn't she why wasn't she holding a weapon? Aren't we armed in here?
she does it. I mean, she does the other stuff. She doesn't have her mace out usually.
So you start combat without a weapon and then you have to draw it during.
Well, she has to channel to be
Yeah.
able to do all of her elemental stuff, she has to channel the elements, and
So
it's
she needs her hands free.
It's not usually there. Like it doesn't they don't just stay around her.
All right, so she just kind of like punches Blando in the back of the head.
yes.
Ah. Oh.
And now she's going to strike out at Vadim.
So that's a 24.
That will not hit, actually.
Fabulous.
And then she strikes out at herself. I'm not sure that's how confused works, but that's what we're doing. So let's roll an attack.
Stop hitting yourself. That's a 12, so she misses herself.
Okay. So as she like Blando gets socked in the back of the head, sucker punched, and then she flails and misses twice. And now like her senses come back as she manages to shake off the effects of this powder. And she is going to take a -2 status penalty to perception checks and saves against mental effects for 4 hours.
Oh,
Checks out.
dang.
Wow.
Checks out.
So her brain is now foggy from this blast of powder in her face.
There's something. The bush. Don't touch the bushes.
It's like all she can kind of get out.
Yeah.
And like she kind of looks at Blando's face and pats it where she punched him.
I'm so sorry. I was confused.
It's all good. It seemed really uncalled for.
You looked like someone I grew up with. Sorry.
Oh, so she doesn't even know what happened. She thinks
She's
that-
confused.
Okay.
She's still like her perception's still smashed. Like
Okay.
I think she's just confused. I mean, that's how I would think it makes sense.
Yeah.
Have some water. There's herbs inside.
Thank you.
I think Vadim is looking at her dilated pupils and being like, was this like that really weird long weekend in Jalmare?
If I could remember that weekend,
Right, yeah, me
I'd
too.
have a better answer for you.
Understood,
That
yeah.
was,
it was a little hazy.
Yes, I'd really just remember that strange tattoo I got.
Do you still
Of
have
course.
it, or did you get it? I have mine, of course.
I'm too embarrassed to even show it to anyone.
No, that makes sense. Same.
See her like awkwardly rub one butt cheek.
And Vadim shifts onto the other leg and sort of covertly starts scratching at his leg as well.
I have a question, Lars.
Sure.
Can I use Dash of Herbs? Well, would Dash of Herbs on myself help with that? Or it's just because she's not confused anymore, she just has this status penalty, it wouldn't do anything?
I'm going to look up what Dash of Herbs is and what it does, so bear with me here. You can treat confused, disease, poison, sickness, or injuries. I'm going to say that the herbs, the thing that you're experiencing is too subtle for these herbs to approach. This is like a longer term thing going on. Is Vadim still reaching for this door, though?
I think so, after ascertaining that Martha looks like she's at least physically safe, I guess.
Okay.
Yes, we're going to this door. Yes.
So you open this door into a staircase that extends up and to the right. This staircase gently curves around the perimeter of the tower, and you start to climb. 1 foot in front of another, it takes you higher and higher and higher. You reach the top of the stairs. You see another of these wooden doors in front of you. Beautifully carved, oiled, like teak door in front of you. You've climbed probably 40 feet in total, and this door is right in front of you. What will you do? What are you doing as you approach this door?
Blando is on alert for all things magical, so
Okay.
I'm guessing that's scouting with a magical tinge.
Detecting magic is actually a thing that you can do while you're exploring, so we can say you're detecting magic. You do detect magic on the other side of this door.
And all I know about it is that there's some magic back there.
Basically, yeah. If you could
All right.
see the area, I could tell you more about where the magic is, but that's what you're able to get here as you start sustaining this detect magic spell.
Sure.
Is anybody...
Radu screams.
Okay, Radu screams.
Ah! Magic! The team!
I'm right here, buddy.
Yeah, I think Martha is... I think she pulls her mace out and she's getting ready to defend, just in case, before she can... Yeah, because sorry, Lars, I'm trying to go back, because I feel like the way the way a kineticist is designed is that you can't channel the elements until battle begins.
I agree with you.
Right? So she can't, put on her hardwood armor if she's not channeling the elements.
I think you're spending an action to make that happen, just like Radu is spending an action to get into Wolf Stance.
Right, yeah, it just feels like it's cheating otherwise.
I agree.
Okay, so she's drawn her striking mace.
Okay.
And she is getting ready to defend.
Okay. What about Radu?
Radu has got his mouth ready for biting, and he's I guess is there anything he's good enough at?
You could scout for enemies if you wanted to.
All right, yeah, I'm scouting
Okay.
with my eye. I just kind of a little. I mean, this is a little already like
so
this.
basically what happened is Lars just gave us, he was like, please select from the drop down.
Yep.
And the options are scouting, investigating, or I don't remember what.
Detect magic
And
is
what
one
he-
of them. David, you did what I wanted.
And what he got back was, I'm casting spells,
Yep.
I'm channeling the elements,
I'm preparing my
and
mouth.
I'm gnashing my teeth.
Yep. And I'll be honest, frankly, I don't even care what Vadim is doing. I'm activating this next map.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Okay, great. So you open the door into the next room, and this circular room that you're looking into looks immediately like a security room. The floor has a cross-shaped pattern, 2 tight walkways leading north-south and east-west across 15-foot deep pits. So there's a 15-foot deep pit immediately to your left and your right as you step out onto this walkway. Right at your feet, as you enter the room on the southern end, you see the form of a humanoid skeleton splayed out in front of you. That's where this X on the map is. You hear a buzzing sound, a sort of whirring, and immediately, raising up out of one of the 4 pits in the room, you see some kind of a construct. This creature
Wow.
has a propeller blade up above its head, and it's sort of a smallish, like dog-shaped, dog-sized metal construct with weird drills and blades and prodding devices jutting out at weird angles. But there's this propeller buzzing bzzz, as it lifts up out of this pit and looks straight at you. What do you do?
Hello?
And as Vadim calls out, hello, this creature responds with a voice. A voice comes out of this buzzing, whirring contraption thing. It sounds sort of foggy and indistinct, muffled and crackly, like a glimpse into a bygone time. It says,
"So you found your way to the moment of your undoing. Who then, will I ask, is the greatest wizard on Galarian?"
So it asks you, who is the greatest? Can you understand what I'm saying, or did I muffle it too much?
Yeah.
Okay,
absolutely.
good. It asks you who's the greatest wizard in Galarian, and then it just sits there, bzzz, hovering in place.
Well, that would be Zarmavdian.
And as Blando says the name Zarmavdian, it calls back,
"Of course you would say that, you arrogant, narcissistic clown."
and the whirring sound becomes louder and louder, and two more of these like whirling, like construct contraptions pop out of the pits surrounding you, and a bleep, 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 bleep starts to fill the room as the buzzing and the whirring suddenly gets very, very loud. And we will pick up from there next time.
Well, I
Okay.
don't actually.
Did anyone else think that the wizard kind of sounded like Wallace Shawn?
Inconceivable.
Inconceivable.
I don't actually think that. I thought that's what you would want me to say. The Roots of Ruin is a Tabletop Gold production produced under the Paizo Incorporated fan content policy, using trademarks and copyrights owned by Paizo that are covered under that policy. The Roots of Ruin is not published, endorsed, or specifically approved by Paizo. For more information about Paizo Inc. and Paizo products, visit paizo.com. All original characters and content in The Roots of Ruin are the property of Tabletop Gold, and all rights are reserved. We at Tabletop Gold would love to hear from you. Visit our website, tabletopgold.com, to learn more about us and our shows, join the Golden Horde to get access to more shows, pick up great merch, and connect to the best online community in all of podcasting. Thanks for listening.